left your house this morning at 9:15. Could have been the Willie Nelson, could have been the one. When I left your house this morning was a little after 9. It was in Cajun. I saw the constellations reveal themselves one star at a time. Drove back to town this morning with working on my mind. I thought I may be quitting, thought of leaving it behind. Went back to bed this morning, and as I'm pulling down the blind, yeah, the sky was dull and hypothetical and falling one cloud at a time. That night in Toronto, with its checkerboard floors, riding on horseback and keeping order restored till the men they couldn't hang stepped to the mic and sang, and their voices rang with that Aryan twang. I got to your house this morning just a little after 9. In the middle of that riot, couldn't get you off my mind. So I'm at your house this morning just a little after 9, 'cause it was in Cajun where I saw the constellations reveal themselves one star at a time.
everything I wanted to know, any place I needed to go. Hear my song now, people, don't you listen now, sing along. Oh, don't know what you're missing now. Any little song that you know, anything that's wrong, yeah, so grow, so it grows, yeah. What,
one voice that has never been heard before. The voice of old Mr. World himself. The way he might sound if he could speak to us in our own language. Mr. World, How was this wonderful, orderly Earth of ours formed in the first place? And how long has it been going on?
I am the Earth, the planet you call home. Scientists believe I'm at least 4.5 billion years old.
Going to north of Jacksonville with me tomorrow morning at 9:30 in the...
Scott Rigglesworth. I'm the elected Ingham County Sheriff. It's the most abused law out there. All you got to do is say you have chronic back pain, and there's $1 million doctors out there that'll write you a script, and you can go smoke as much weed as you want to. Take away the law enforcement piece. I don't care if I'm the sheriff or not. I don't care if I'm a cop or not. If I'm just your standard citizen, to allow anybody to go get high that's over 21 whenever they want, it just flies in the face of logic. But there's others that are just so passionate about this argument. It's unbelievable to me. Every single day in law enforcement, not just the sheriff's office, but any local law enforcement of any size is going to 1, 2, 5, sometimes 10 mental health calls a day. And for us as the state of Michigan to legalize another mind-altering drug in this mental health crisis we're in today just literally makes no sense whatsoever. This is a simple equation for me. The more opportunity we give people to use recreational marijuana legally, the more they're going to stretch the boundaries and the more they're going to take it kind of the onus on their own, do whatever the heck they want. We see that all the time with a lot of different things in law enforcement, and I certainly think that if it's everywhere, people are going to stretch the bounds of the law, and we're going to have to deal with it as law enforcement. Drugged driving or high driving is just like drunk driving. However, much more difficult for law enforcement to get the probable cause to make an arrest. It affects your decision making, your reaction times. That's clearly why it's against the law, but very, very difficult for us as law enforcement to enforce that. Way more difficult than it is the drunk driving statute.